friends, today we're going to be dissecting a sheep kidney. Super cool. Alright, so for the external part of the kidney, we're going to start with the renal medulla. So that's from there to here. The renal medulla is the inner portion of the kidney. Next up, we're going to do the renal cortex, and that's going to be from here to here. The renal cortex is the outer region of the kidney. We're gonna move on to the renal pyramid now, and that's gonna be the inward part of right there. So that's pretty cool right there. The renal pyramid is going to be cone-shaped structural unit found in the medulla with its base facing the cortex and the apex facing the hilus. Next up, we're going to do the renal papilla maybe? I don't really know how to say it. And that is going to be like the U shape right there between those. The renal papilla is the apex of a renal pyramid, continues with the minor calyx. Now, with the calyxes, there's a minor calyx and a major calyx. So minor is closer to the pyramids, and then your major is closer to your renal pelvis, which we'll get there in a minute. The calyxes are cup-like divisions found in the renal medulla, and they enter into major calyces. Now going on to the renal pelvis and renal sinus, that is located right here, and that purpose is a tube that connects the kidney to your urinary bladder. Now moving on to external, so you've got the ureter right there. The ureter is a tube, that connects the kidney to the urinary bladder. Can't talk today. The renal vein is right there, and the purpose of that is it's a blood vessel. It's a bigger one that helps exit the kidney carrying filtered deoxygenated blood to the inferior vena cava. Now moving onward to the renal artery. This is kind of harder to see right here. That is going to be right there, I would say, and then that's the renal vein. That's the artery. The artery the purpose is branch from the abdominal aorta that supplies the kidney with oxygenated blood. And then we got, moving onward, still internal. Now we're ending with the renal capsule. So the renal capsule is like the very tip of this. On the outside, closer to the exterior portion. And the renal capsule is a dense, irregular connective tissue layer that protects the kidney and helps maintain its shape. The renal lobe, that's on the inside, that's internal, and that consists of a pyramid portion of the cortex at the pyramid base, so down here, and a portion of the adjacent renal column. So then we also have the renal corpuscle, that's also internal, and that is a glomerulus enclosed within a glomerular capsule, and that's the site of the filtration. The renal capsule is a tough layer of connective tissue that protects the kidney from injury and infection while maintaining its shape. What else do I have to say? I would also like to say the renal capsule is inside of the renal cortex, and that consists of glomerulus and glomerular capsule, and that is supposed to filter blood, and it's the first step in the urine process. And the renal lobe, that is located in the medulla, and it overlays the renal cortex.